So I just got done watching this video. Eric Weinstein and Mickey, not quite sure, I forget his last name. They're on Theory of Everything, and I was struck because I have to be honest. Eric is probably one of the closest people I've found to just being completely straightforward about how ridiculous the state of our social zeitgeist is. It seems so blatantly obvious to me that there's some amount of people or organizations that are maintaining the ability to ostracize or gaslight a significant portion of other people who are trying to make extraordinary claims. Things in the nature of psychedelics, past life experiences, out-of-body experiences, near-death experiences, UFO sightings, general conspiracies about, governments or financial institutions, etc. And it's funny to see how we can't seem to really find the center of, the Tao, basically, the way, where there's kind of this, oh yeah, that's, kind of just the way things are, and it's well, yeah, I mean, that's the way things have been, and there's, no good reason why it has to be that way at all. And another one that I hear that's, kind of the business as usual or dismissal is oh yeah, humans will always just be that way, or something of that nature, and it's again, what the fuck are you talking about? That's just not true. Humans will not always be this way. Humans do not have to just dismiss a person's experience or claim or, stake on reality, essentially. It's just preposterous, really, to just assume that someone is fabricating something of these, in these domains. And at this point, there's really just too much fucking evidence for there to just be this dismissal of it all, of these, extraordinary claims. Not only that, you have the subjective experience of it all, and it's yeah, okay, cool, sure, our brains do a lot of funky things, and sure, I'm sure we can generate all sorts of perfectly reasonable explanations for some of these things. Fine, that's fine. Okay, the thing that I cannot get over, which is the very essence of reality itself, is how mysterious it is that we find ourselves right here in this point in time where, again, and I've talked about this in previous videos, where we're gaining the power of God. we have the ability to have, uh, extra sensors. Okay, we can enable, 360-degree vision. We can take visual language models and just speak realities into existence. And I'm like, oh, this stuff is happening so quickly now, right? And now that's all like technical stuff. And I'm like, okay, fast forward just 100 years into our current future, and it seems, no, it doesn't seem, it is completely obvious that the way reality has been, it can't continue to be just business as usual. Things are happening too quickly now, okay? Which draws back into what I'm saying about these extraordinary claims, which is reality is so fucking weird, okay? Just the fact that there is reality, that there is existence, that there seems to be this world out there. And the more I meditate on it, the more I'm just like, how? I mean, I understand that most people haven't had that. Holy shit, this is fucking unbelievable. I mean, not just, oh yeah, like, oh, it's pretty, pretty crazy, man, No, it's like, no, it should literally make your hair stand up on end all over your body and just, like, stun you. Like, completely fucking blow you away that any of this is happening. And then on top of that, one of the best kind of bridging people, as far as I can tell, is someone like Donald Hoffman, where it's like he kind of like draws together, the fact that our mathematics is increasingly telling us that what we're seeing isn't really what's there. And the more you dig into someone like Ramana Maharshi, someone who's done extraordinary amounts of spiritual work, they say the exact same thing, which is we are under an illusion. This is not really what's there. Like, whatever it is you think that's not the fucking ground truth of it all. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It is an illusion. In a way. In a way. It seems more and more, anyway, that consciousness can really, for all practical purposes, do whatever it wants. Okay? If you have something like Gödel's incompleteness theorem, like if you're like, well, the laws say we can't do X. It's like, yeah, well, are you looking at the set of all sets, or are you looking at just another set? Are you just looking at, like, one portion of the infinite portions? And the answer is, we don't know. And the answer will continue to be, we don't know. We cannot know everything. We cannot know if we are looking at a subset. Because we're not God. Until you reach God, or infinity, or everything, absolute knowledge of, well, I mean, that's God. It's omnipotent, omniscient, omnipresent. I mean, and let me keep on drawing this back in on itself. The experiences that people have under psychedelics and near-death experiences is timelessness. Shit, sounds a lot like God. Okay? Information download, thinking at a hyper speed, like a unprecedented level of experience. Again, that sounds like God. And so, these other claims of like, I know that there is life after, like, this isn't the end. It's like, sounds like God. Don't know. Just saying, like, beyond this experience, for sure, there's something going on. This isn't the end of it. It just can't be. So anyway, final wrap-up is this whole thing about poo-pooing on other people in any way, shape, or form, okay, cannot be the end of it all. It can't be that humanity continues to go on with this whole incredulity about one another's experiences and just kind of like, well, I don't know, I don't know if what they're saying is the case. Let's just let's take a hard, little squinty eye look at it, and it's like, for fucking what? Just listen to the people, hear them, okay? Most likely, okay, if it's not actually their experience, it's just a manifestation of some kind of like sub trauma or something of that nature, where it's just like they didn't have enough attention as a child or something like that, and they're seeking attention. It's like, cool, like, do that for them, be there for them, be there for everyone. Fuck that, be there for everyone all the time, no questions asked. That's going to be the trajectory of humanity. Like, why are we sitting here denying our own divinity in a way by just like trying to, what do I want to say, win, be more important, shelter yourself, be less than absolute love? Yeah. Why are we limiting ourselves? Just really unfortunate belief structures that maintain themselves. Break out of it. Alright, that's all.